Well, apparently I found a new spot here I can put a trap in. Fresh droppings right there. Some sort of chipmunk hole or something there. There's another little hole here. It looked like there was older droppings right there. Now, this obviously was hidden in the cornfield. As you can see, all the corn is gone. All that's left is husks and chaff. But there's still like this, loose pieces of corn. But this is fresh from last night. There's some sort of hair, and it looks like deer hair maybe. It's real stiff looking. That's the thing with trapping after deer season. Although obviously this fox has been here before, because like I said, there's old droppings there, but this area here might be a good place to put a trap. You can see there's like, he's been digging here. There's a hole there, and there's a hole here right next to where he left the droppings. Then my other set, where that little bird feathers were, it's right there. And that is where I caught the fox here. I caught 2 foxes here. I caught 2 or 3 more foxes over here in this corner. So yeah, I mean, he's obviously been visiting that spot for some reason. I don't know whether he has food buried here or what, I don't know, but I think I'm going to put a set in there. Ground is starting to thaw out a little bit. It's raining right now. It's Christmas Eve today, so Merry Christmas everybody. I was going to set a trap further out on the path here. The other trap I had that was in that little hollow, that was right there. So he's obviously been visiting this area. I don't know why he would dig here. Like I said, unless he's burying bait, I don't know, because the ground is clear. This whole triangle, it's clear, and you can see the rest of it looks like corn chaff. They just mowed everything down. So I don't know, that's interesting. Definitely put a set in here. Okay, set a little surprise here for my 4-legged friend. Here's what's going on. This is the area I found the other day in the cornfield that was mowed, where the fox has been apparently visiting and digging. You can see right there, where there's the droppings right here. There's an older set of droppings on the other side there. There's where I just bedded the trap. He's got a hole here that he was digging out. There's a hole there that he was digging out. Now I punched a dirt hole there underneath the corn, and another dirt hole there, and an existing hole that was already there. I just made it a little deeper, so the bait wasn't, you know, too easily available. So this is where I have the trap. So he's got a hole here, a hole here, a hole here. But this hole here, I'm pretty sure he was digging it from this side, because the hole angles down that direction. So this hole that's here, I angled down that way. This hole that's here, I angled down that way. So to encourage him to work over the top of my trap. My only issue is now that this ground is boggy, because there was snow and ice layered on it. It was way below freezing last week for a couple of weeks. 2 or 3 weeks it was been below freezing. Now we have a big warm front that came through that's, you know, brought it up to 50s, 55 degrees, so everything is melting. But the ground is retaining the water. It's not shedding off of it, and it's muddy. You can see around the trap there that usually that dirt would be bone dry. It's like clay. So hopefully this will work out. I am going to calcium chloride this. We're expecting 30-degree temperatures tomorrow night, and then Thursday, it's now Tuesday, Thursday they want snow again. So that's the difficulty trapping late season here, but we'll see if I can't get them. I'm going to rebait that other set. I didn't do it yesterday. It was pouring rain and the ground was just mud. It's like slick mud. So tonight I'm going to rebait that. I'm going to finish doing this and then see what we got in the morning. See if he came back to any of these sets or not. Just gonna keep after him. Okay, I'll give you a look at the set here now that I finished it. I did use some calcium chloride underneath that dirt. Put a thin layer of dirt on there. Dirt is kind of muddy. I want the trap to be able to come up through it. I didn't use any urine on the set. I used some gland lure. There's a little stick there, gland lure on it. I used Cavens, the bait, predator bait. Man, I don't know what it is, but that fox has come back to sets to dig that bait out. So I know he likes it. I used a little bit of Minnesota Red, again from Cavens, and a Curiosity Lure, another one from Cavens. Just a little bit. I tried not to disturb it too much from what it was. I left the corn chaff and stuff around it. I left here the corn chaff around it. I did stand up a corn stalk behind that hole to try and encourage him to come from the front. I left the droppings right where they were. I didn't use any urine on it. He may have urinated on it already. He did leave droppings on it, so who knows. But that's it. We'll leave it as it is. See what happens. Who knows? This fox has outwitted me so far. See? Just like Canada. 2 days ago it was 55 degrees. Now it's back to 0 degrees and I got 4 inches of snow. So all my sets are going to be buried. Probably not after the new year. So it makes late season trapping here pretty tough. You got such a variation in weather. If it'd be okay if it you know, got snowed or got cold and then stay like that, but it doesn't. You can get a warm front coming through, pulled by another cold front. So the warm front comes through and then you get a dumping of snow like this and just buries everything. It's pretty though. It's also a pain in the backside, but what are you gonna do? That's life in the outdoors for you. Alright, checked all my sets. No activity. I did see this fox yesterday in a neighboring property on the field. There's a winter wheat field on the neighbor's property on that side. And yesterday, it was about 4:30, I guess. I did see that big fox working that field. He was zigzagging right out in the open. He was zigzagging the field. Every so often he'd stop looking for mice or chipmunks or whatever he was looking for. So he's still prowling the area, but yeah, I've had 2 sets that he's came and dug the bait hole a little bit, but the ground is pretty hard and I had the bait set pretty deep, so I don't know whether he got fed up. But I have not caught this fox, and it is not for the one of trying. Alright, we'll see what happens. Keep trudging on. Well, this is the last trap check for 2016. Tomorrow is going to be 2017. I just came to dig out some of my sets here. You see the footprints here. They're not from a fox. A deer. See the footprints. They've been out here trying to pick up what's left of the corn. See its tracks in the snow there. See here where it was digging, it was scraping in the ground. You could smell the corn. Right here. You see, he dropped a few pieces. So that's what I did with my set. I just cleared it off. If it gets a little bit of sun, the sun is trying to peek out. It'll melt the rest of the snow off it. And it doesn't look way out of place. You can see here where the deer have been digging up patches of it. It's not too bad looking. Alright, let's see what else we got. Well, here's just what I didn't want to see. Fox tracks. There's my trap right there. He walked around to the side. There's the bait hole right there. Couldn't dig it out because the ground is freaking hard. And that bait is deep. It's about 8 inches down into the ground. Because I used that dirt hole punch. He may have urinated on the side of the log here. But he did not step over the trap bed. The trap bed is right there. If he'd have stepped a couple inches more, I'd have got him. Snow is a great humbler. You can see there's this trail, goes all the way along, goes all the way down. Now some of these prints in here, these are deer prints. You can see the deer prints go out into the corn there. That's a deer trail. There's some more deer prints. See some small bird prints, those are all deer prints. These are not deer prints, they're too close together and they're round like a foot, like a fox. But he walked right up to it, but he didn't step in the freaking trap. Trap is right there. It's right here. There's his foot, he's right on the edge of it. He was right on the edge of it. He obviously trailed. He came down this way. And I followed this trail up here along the edge of the woods here, and I found droppings and stuff further up here. Might go up there and have a look and see what's going on. Looked like he followed it all the way down. He just did not. He didn't stay at that set. He may have come down the trail. He may have urinated on the tree stump here. Now I know from earlier on in the season that this fox is not like being crowded, because other sets that I had that he was digging at, I put more backing on, and when I put the backing on it, he wouldn't go near them. So maybe he doesn't like the setup with the log. But I'll have to see. I want to see where these tracks, where they lead to. If he went right across this way. He didn't go down this way because my other sets are down here. Didn't touch those. So he may have went right across. I'm going to have to look and see which way he went. Kirk had a video up a couple of days ago that I watched. He said that you know, the foxes were walking right past the snares. Well, there you go. See, I told you, you're not the only one, Kirk. Don't worry about it. That's a son of a bitch. If he walked 2 more inches further forward, he'd have stepped right in the freaking pan. Alright, I'm going to clear the snow off the top of this so it melts, and then we'll continue on. Okay, I cleared my other set off here. But this is sometimes a problem with using calcium chloride. This was actually laying over the top of my trap bed. I mean, this is basically was sitting right over the top of the pan. Now I'm after clearing it, and I'm after putting soft dirt over it, so hopefully the sun is going to dry it a little bit. But you can see the calcium chloride sucked the moisture into the dirt, and then it froze. So it lays like a pancake over the top of the pan. So I mean, this would have been where the center of my pan was, and it is like rock hard. You can see it's just the layer. I mean, that's the depth of the dirt I have over the pan, about 1/4 inch. Maybe a little less than that, 1/8 of an inch. It's probably swollen with moisture, but that is a big issue with trapping in late season here. You can see, look, it's so hard. So I mean, something could have stepped on that and not pushed the pan down, because what it's doing is spreading the weight over the pan,